Now, Vusumuzi Ket Matala didn't just run away from the police, he literally ran the police. Now, according to evidence before the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, alleged business boss of Vusumuzi Ket Matala didn't just bribe the police, he paid salaries, funded lifestyles, and bought loyalty. My name is Alokwan and these are the news that matter the most. Now in this video, we will focus on all the senior officials that received gifts from Uvusi Ket Matala. And starting off the list, we have Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya. Now Sibiya is a former Deputy National Commissioner and one of the most powerful men in SAPS. And he received 1 million rands per month from Uvusi Ket Matala. Not just once, not just twice, but allegedly as a standing monthly payment. He also received 300,000 rand cash, described as a wedding gift for his son, and he also received 2 million in cash, allegedly towards a land purchase. And he was gifted more than 20 antelopes delivered to his private farm, and he also got bags of cash hand delivered by Uvusumuzi Ket Matala. And in return, he was offered protection, interventions, and police raids diffused. Now, when the police operations continued, Matala reportedly complained that Sibiya had failed to protect him because that was the service he believed he paid for. And regardless of how Sibiya might see it, Matala did not pay this for friendship. He paid these because Sibiya was employed under Matala. And also there is the Major General Shadrack Shibiri. Now Shadrack Shibiri is a head of organized crime in Gauteng. He received 80,000 rand gift for his promotion. Initially the 80,000 rand was sent via EFT, of which he later reversed. And Uvusumuzi Ket Matala re-delivered as cash by hand. And the reverse was done because of Shadrack Shibiri did not want any paper trail. Now this is a senior organized crime boss allegedly preferring untraceable money from a man under serious suspicions. That alone should terrify you. And also on the list there is Major General Feroz Khan, who is the head of crime intelligence, counterintelligence. Now this is the man who was supposed to detect corruption and report it. But when it came to Vusi Ket Matala, General Khan was given 500,000 rand cash after he allegedly demanded 2.5 million. He was then offered luxury accommodation access, regularly staying at Matlala's Pretoria penthouse. And if these allegations are true, then it means that the crime intelligence was not compromised, but it was captured. And also on the list there is Major General Leseja Lesona, who regarded Uvusumuzi Ket Matala as a brother. Now Lesona is a KwaZulu-Natal Hawks head. Now the Major General Senona did not receive only gifts, but he also had influence. Personal relationships, he was calling Matala as a brother. He also gave legal guidance on how Vusumuzi Ket Matala should fight the SAPS, encouragement to interdict police decisions, and he also gave emotional support when a 350 million SAPS tender was cancelled. Now this was inside help. A Hawks general advising an alleged criminal on how to keep a police contract. This, I must say, it's a total betrayal of duty. And last but not least, there is Brigadier Rachel Majeng, Romans funded with cash. Now this is a senior SAPS officer and she received cash payments, gifts over several years, financial support during an on and off romantic relationship, and at the same time Matlala's company secured a 360 million SAPS health tender. Now in this case, the conflict of interest is undeniable. You cannot literally sleep with someone, bank controlling police corruption, and still claim innocence. And there was also a junior officer, Sergeant Faninkosi, who was the fixer cop. Now this proves that corruption does trickle down. Now Faninkosi received 20,000 rand cash for arranging a blue light police escort, payments for servicing boats and jet skis, money for errands and favors, and he wasn't enforcing the law. He was running errands for a crime boss. Now, Vusi's pattern was simple. It was cash, luxury, livestock, property money, romance, influence, different ranks, same outcome. It means that the SAPS badge was for sale. And currently, this has moved from just being allegations, but it's now in a situation where the consequences will exist for powerful people. If these names don't lead to arrests, prosecutions, prison sentences, then we must accept a terrifying truth that criminals don't fear SAPS, they budget for it. And if the police are captured, then the country is next. And if these senior officials are saying that they only received what they received from Vusi Matlala as a gift, then I'm asking myself why these gifts were only given to powerful people within the SAPS and not given to powerless people within the SAPS. What are your thoughts?